Hey, so this time we will talk how to create 3D text driven 3D model, and you see here that we have an example of it already where you can choose what kind of font you have. Also you can configure the color, and you can also change the height of the text. So this is something that you may want to model in BitByBit developers platform. And another thing that we didn't yet see is the text input. So if we say that we love 3D, then you see this text will be passed on the model. So this is something that your users might be also interested in customizing, and we allow for it. So we will use line items as we already did with the poem table. If you didn't see that tutorial, I highly recommend to do that, because we use some of the metafields that were created in that tutorial, and you will need to also set that up according to the instructions in that tutorial. So let's get started. Let's first create a product. Let's call it text 3D. This is text 3D description. So I'm a bit lazy here, and let's go into the options, and let's create an option called font, and let's say that we will have Roboto, or no, let's start with Tector, then Roboto, then Orbitron. So based on these fonts, we will change the pricing. So let's say that the Tector will cost 10, Roboto 20, and Orbitron will cost 30 euros. And we have 5 of that, 4 of that, and 3 of that in stock. Okay, so now we've done it. We can hit save. We also need to choose the 3D Bits app template. Let's hit save again. And let's look into the tutorial page on bitbybit.dev. So if you go to this URL, you'll find here the Shopify tutorial. And if you copy code to clipboard, you can now enter it here. So this is a code for line items. And if you watched poem table tutorial, you will understand better what it does. But if you read it, you'll notice that we have styling here, and we have inputs for color, height, and the text itself. So 3 inputs. And then there's a small JavaScript snippet that is used to do some updates. So if you're into JavaScript, then you will understand this. And now let's get into the important stuff. So if we open this in new tab, so this is a bit easier maybe, you will see how the script looks like for this 3D text. And we now use Rete editor as well. So, and you also are familiar probably with this setup. So this is a font input value, and the value is Orbitron in default case now. So this is the properties text 3D input value for the runner, and those match the inputs of these HTML elements, right? So I hope this makes sense. If it doesn't, please also refer to previous tutorials that we did on Shopify. And let's hit export to runner now. Let's hit copy. Let's go to this page. Let's copy that to the inline script. So we did that several times already. Let's hit save. Let's open the products page. Let's go to the table. And here we will pick up the JavaScript code that we need to copy into this product. And also let's load the fonts. So this time we do need the fonts, and we need Roboto, we need Tector, and we need Orbitron. And let's not forget to put that in quotes. So these 3 fonts are required to make this model functional. So the camera target will be 0, 0, 0, and the position will be 5, 5, 5. So it's gonna be on top of the text. And for now, let's just hit save. Let's upload the picture. Okay, it's done. So let's now just preview the product. And as you may have already suspected, it works, right? So out of the box, we have this 3D view. We can change the color of the text like this. So this is quite nice. The background color is white, so it looks really great in this theme. We can change it to Robota variant, and that updates the price, right? Because the price is attached to the variant. And these are just line items. So if we make the color, I don't know, pink, it will be pink. Let's use Orbitron. So this looks quite nice. Let's increase the height and the base height. So this is something that you may want to 3D print, right? So the best thing about it is that you can change this text and say, we love 3D design. And let's hit run, and you see that this text is now customized to adapt to what the user wanted. And the good thing is that if you add this item to cart, you see that you have all the properties here that the user chose, and this way you will be able to manufacture exact design that he prefers. So this is it. This tutorial is quite simple, but in this case we did use more interesting input elements like this text and the color selector, and these are all just default HTML elements that you can use. If you're a developer, you will understand that quite easy. If you're not, then probably you will have to either consult the developer or use some third-party app that allows you to set those product configuration forms more easily. BitByBit or 3dbits app just allows you to sort of read those inputs and adapt your 3D models to them. Okay, so this is it. I hope to see you in the next videos. Cheers.